Hello there YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits back at it again. Today we're going to be covering the demo of As We Descend, which was kind of unannounced, unless of course you signed up for the beta, which I did, but I didn't get in. So now we're playing the demo for the first time, so I know about as much as this as you guys do. What I kind of caught from like how they were describing it in the email chains and how it's being presented on Steam is that this is a roguelike where it's like Darkest Dungeon, except each of your characters is actually a battalion of units which has its own deck. Similar to games like, say, what is it, Band of Brothers and Arcanium and Gordian Quest, where you have multiple different air quotes units using their own decks, but also there's some sort of like meta strategy on top of that. And the meta strategy is almost kind of like an RTS. The thing that I accidentally skipped past because, well, I had to press a button in order to start recording was a warning that there was no tutorial for this game. So we are literally going in blind here. And if you like what you see, just remember that there will be a link down to the Steam store page down in the description below where you can download the demo for yourself. Or, what am I trying to say? You can also wishlist it. Both of those things help the developer out immensely. But here we go. Yes. A command bearing the blood-red seal of the Troika. You would be wise to go. Okay, so I guess we're playing this. To unknown locale. Only one place to play it. Sort of got like a cultist simulator vibe here. Let's take a look at some other stuff that we got though. Can I drop that? Force field generator. Repair using reactor rod. Question marks. Another force field generator. Oh? Is there some sort of like last spell defense going on here? That would sort of get like the RTS vibes correct. This seems to be the unknown locale. Meet this character to find out more, which must be before the summons. We can discard our hand, except we can't. We have a discard pile and a draw pile. So it looks like we almost have like a political phase here. Forces, we have none. Resets, we got those. What is this? Lantern, light barrier, and empower. Sounds like a support unit. Barrier absorbs incoming damage. Retain 50% each turn. Okay, so we don't lose all of our block. So we can technically block up ahead of time. Empowered bonus. Consumes a stack of empowered from caster for a bonus effect. Okay, so we have a surge resource, basically, where we can card plus. This is a defense action. That's the name. Command is used to play combat cards. Does not carry over between turns. Okay, so that's like our mana. This one is free, but uses a favor. It's used to play special combat actions, can only be generated outside of combat. So that's like our political power, in a sense. It's an alternative resource. We're not using, say, rations or supplies. They're calling it favor here. Apply one empowered, draw one card. And empowered is what we use to use the second effect of these guys here. Okay. We have a vanguard here. 0 to reposition, switches unit zone. A unit can be in the support zone or the guard zone. Guard zone, units in the guard zone protect units behind them from regular attacks. Okay. So we've got like a near-far situation here. Does it section out behind that? Certain units can only auto-attack from the guard zone. I would assume that would be melee units. The squad size is 3, determines its base stats. The squad lives, fights, and dies together. Okay. So it's not like Advanced Wars where you can have a partial unit. Deal 5 damage. If empowered, inflict 10 bonus stagger. This action causes extra stagger, potentially leaving enemies exposed. They will try to recover instead of using their normal actions. Okay, so it's basically like a stun. Interesting. A guard bonus. When this unit is in the guard zone, this bonus effect will trigger. Gotcha. So we're incentivized to be a melee unit. This costs 2, which is relatively okay as far as like how much it costs. And cost for damage, just looking at these cards here. But if we're in the melee zone, then it's technically more efficient to use heavy slash than it is to smite. Understood. What else is here? Combat action attacker. In combat, attacks a random enemy, but must hit defending enemies if possible. Okay, so there's area of influence, and that is our unit's health. When a unit dies, you lose access to its cards. Gotcha. Looks like pips for upgrades, and we got quite a bit of units here. Then again, if we're trying to defend 4 different locations, that seems like it would be about right. What else do we have here? City Force Field. Integrity of the Ark City Vault. It protects the city. We got Nunya. None your damn business. We have 4 favor out of 8, which is what we use in order to empower units with our lantern, which then buffs their abilities. Copper. It's always got to be copper, don't it? It ain't easy being green. Cycle 1 of 6. Boss is Plague Soldier. Heavily armored biohazard detected. Plague Soldier leaks deadly toxin with every step it takes. Every move you make, I'll be watching you. Lord Attendant. Before you stands Lord Attendant, mouthpiece of the Troika Council. This cycle brings mixed tidings. The force field has been drained and the city's power has washed away. The people whisper of end times, but know that this means Ava will bring us to Haven. Bro, you can't trust Ava, alright? She's the worst character in Borderlands. Like, ever. You can't do that, man. May the machine god continue her great work. Okay, hold up. Now you're speaking my language. You, the council has decided, are granted the title of Warden of the Wall. You will retrieve the parts to repair the city. Yes. We don't have time for lore. Take these envoys with you. After you repower the city, you will be able to utilize them to compel citizens to come to your aid. Vitally, you also have this expedition force. Bring them to the rally point and set forth into the outside to find that reactor rod. So we're using expedition force. Send your forces to find resources beyond the city walls. Okay, this is already giving more of a Dead of Winter vibe. And our envoys are able to speak with people in the city. There's some stats here that I would like to look at. Thank you. Can I look at my draw pile? Can I look at my deck? Keeper's Blessings. Your units heal 50% of their maximum HP after each cycle. Healing is reduced by half for units that fought in battle this cycle. Okay. Rally point. Dark Alley. Okay. With nary a light to save the fire's glow, the marketplace plaza is an unnavigable mess, stuck in this side alley, not knowing left from right. Perhaps more options will open up the market. In the market after the power is restored. They will find something here, but they're occupied till the next cycle. Can we search left and right? When the hour of darkness is upon us, a seeker of light will brave the sea of corruption to bear the sun upon their back. Hell yeah. City must be repowered first. Okay, so we've taken this node. Is there any other hidden doop-de-doos? Do I need to send an envoy with this? Hail to the new Warden of the Wall, who will carry us to the new light, guide us through the ancestral pathways to our lost birthright. Scavenger teams are already assembled. What's going on? Ask the scavengers for guidance. Yes. I do not know how to play the game. Let's tutorial. What is the goal of an expedition? The relics left behind some great are well seated in the earth around us. They will give us the providence we need to advance. We sell what we find to those in the city. This gives us the copper and boons we need to survive. What's behind the walls? The scavengers who have crawled this area before have seen many hosts of creatures around, some deadlier than others. Fighting back has gone better than simply cowering. The air itself is deadly. We must all stay close to her radiance. Be ready to cover us at the first sight of trouble. Choose a destination. Well, we need to get this reactor rod, right? Interested citizens, Lord Attendant. So I cannot do that. That is interesting, but let's be good boys for now. Skitterlings are small bloodthirsty molters. Dispatch them quickly before their strength becomes overwhelming. Okay. We have a unit. This is currently our battle deck with multiple copies. Okay. So it may even be that they give us a unit that might be good tactically, but has a ton of trash, and then they don't actually do anything because they're, in an abstract manner, just, they're well trained, but they have no experience? Okay. This unit requires guard zone to perform its auto action. Find a way to reposition it. They intend to move. So what happens if I move to the guard zone? Am I not in range now? This enemy can be staggered. Inflicting stagger on enemies at 50% plus stagger can expose them, guaranteed at 100. Interesting. We will reposition. We are in the guard zone. We're going to deal 12. Let's try and remove numbers. Okay. So even though they're not in the guard zone, we just need to be in the guard zone in order to attack. And then we're going to deal 3 plink damage at the end of our turn. It feels like they want us to empower here, but I'm not currently convinced. And that must be their stagger right there. So they're less... No, that's their health. And then there's a stagger gauge. Wish I could see. Right click? No. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're going to heal 20% of our maximum health. We're probably going to need to trade. Except, am I able... How much mana do we got? We got 3. Smitula? Okay, so that is the smite bar. It's guaranteed if I hit you twice, but you'll also be dead. Apply for barrier. Just killing you is going to be better for our time. So is this full? at 50%. So that's 50 plus stagger. And then if we fill that again, so it's kind of like Darkest Dungeon Heart Attack. All enemies will use their queued actions first, then all your units will use your queued actions. So we go second. Kind of want to see about that. Okay, so that is what that bar is. And that bar is the stagger gauge. So if we inflict 10 bonus stagger, that brings us to 22 out of 27, which is currently giving us a 25% chance to stagger. Now, math time. If we require 13, or we would require 14 to stagger, and we have 17. It's not really, but it's approximately 25%. It might round up the odds. Because I was thinking about how much overbleed, just to throw a term out there, I'm not sure that that's correct. Light barrier, that's not going to block. I was considering maybe even moving out, but I think that we want to expose. So since you've been exposed, you have to recover on your turn, which means get owned. Okay. Let us revel in successful scavenge. We got the reactor rod. Collect all and leave. We outie. Okay, so we got this. We can put it at any location here, it seems. Let's just grab the one nearby. The lantern workers will immediately begin restoration on our most vital systems. However, your duty is not yet over. We still require more energy for all of the city's mechanisms to be fully operational. The force field will be running only at a fraction of its maximum power. Sure. After the guild researchers inspect the rod, one of them comes back 2 small items in hand. This reactor piece was abnormal. These excess parts cannot be fitted into the reactor. Perhaps you will find a way to make use of them. Fractured core. Amplifier module. And we get 20 force field. Dope! Guess we're market stalling over here. It's labeled take one for free. Int 8. We have stats? What? We have to roll equal to or higher than an 8 at a 2d6 plus 2. I have no idea where this is coming from. That is a very good chance. Gain either... Well, let's roll. Beep a beep bap. Permanently increased in stat for this ally. Because we lost? Interesting. Okay. As far as stats, these are the same. They all have one reposition. Combo has access to quick shot. 2 quick shot, 2 quick shot, 2 quick shot. Okay, so that's actually the same. The difference is prep, which is gain 2 runes. Runes can be spent to discard a card from hand and draw a new one. So it's reroll is basically what it is, and it persists between turns. Okay. Target combo, deal 6 damage times 2 hits. It seems to have a little symbol on there too. And then what is that? Weak point bonus. Bonus becomes active when targeting weak points, which I'm assuming we have to put on enemies. Deal 11 damage and apply fixation. Your units attack this target if possible. Okay. So it means that my units won't auto, and we could pretty much give them a command. For 2, it's already pretty good on damage. This requires you to be in the guard zone, though. Oh, to inflict bonus dagger. Move to the support zone. Oh, so we get knocked back on ourselves. Okay. Since we don't yet have access to weak spot, I actually think that we're going to go for the redraw. Yes, these are the cards that I want. Draft the new lantern card next cycle. One option will grant barrier. Let's actually get access to this empowered. Okay, we've run out of cards, so now we go to next cycle. Got our expedition force back. Got some stuff happening here. Your units have been healed. Each cycle, your units will automatically heal 40% or 20% if they're fatigued from battle. You can send an ally here to gain additional benefits. Good to know. Draft an orb action. Initiative. This card begins in your hand at the start of combat. Apply 1 empowered, gain 1 redraw. Shelter. Apply 6 barrier and apply Gift of Light 2. Increase barrier received from friendly sources. Huh. 20 bonus stagger to all enemies. That seems pretty good. Like, that's almost enough to crack the enemies that we fought last time. Yeah, I think I'm going with that. Teach a unit a new combat card. Move to the guard zone, deal 9 scales with squad size damage. Okay. Apply Burning 4. Suffers damage after each turn, reduces barrier received by 50%. Seems pretty good. Also, just having this card isn't bad. Again, we really don't have access to weak spot, but it's a good rate. My question is does burning get... When does burning... Oh, counts down each turn. Okay, so this is 10 damage for 1 over time. And reduces the amount that they can block. That seems really good. Dash attack is a way for them to get in and damage at the same time. So that's card efficient. Right bumper to, or right mouse button to preview upgrade. Initiative. Burning 6. I think we'll play with Firebomb, why not? Give me some of this. We're looking to use it. Envoy. What happens if I send you here? To trigger a special event next cycle. Gain money with our charisma. See what this special event is. We'll send out our expedition force. We can only send one squad here. Let's actually send both of our squads. Mainly here to try out the game, yeah? Death trigger. This enemy has an effect that will trigger when it dies. Inflicts skunk times 2 so it gives me 2 trash cards when I kill it. This is going to move and attack. Well, let's just take a little bit of you move in. I'm gonna empower. We're gonna disruption wave. That immediately cracked you, you're exposed. When you recover, you also heal. And you're empowered, so this is gonna deal 12 damage. So now you have a chance to be staggered. I wish that the staggered chance was still available afterwards. Like, it should be attached here, in my opinion. Let's prep. You are now exposed. Okay, so you can't just stagger enemies repeatedly. They will gain resistance. That makes sense. Defense Curl? Who's that Pokemon? Alright, we're being attacked here. Let's actually apply barrier this time. Right, so you're being protected here, but since you're in the back range, you can go ahead and just attack the back. Interesting. It's time to get gunky. I should have runes, yeah? Oh, we start with runes. So we didn't really have to gain more of that. This is kind of awkward. What's this -2 here? Reduced armor. Armor below 0 increases damage taken instead. Okay. So is that us taking 9 then? Or is this smart? Guess we'll find out. It does not add that. Okay, so we have to factor in armor shred. It would be nice if it did that for us. One dream fruit. And an amplifier module. I believe the amplifier module is where we went to... Oh, I guess draw cards. Beep, 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 beep. See what a rare card looks like in this game. Forget a combat card. That's actually quite nice. I don't see any reason why you would ever want to reposition. I suppose if you had the heavy attack that knocked you back, that would be true. Because there might be enemies that pull us into melee range, and if we get into melee range, that's not going to be good for us. So maybe you actually do need a reposition. So I guess... Oh wow, did I actually just skip that? I wanted to back up and leave with my item. You know, I just took it for free. And I got it. So our cards are resources that we get, similar to like Kingdom Death Monster. And we are finding out how we can spend these in each of these areas. So we can use the expedition here to deploy an expedition, but you have one other action. You have a couple of actions that you can do here. Alright. Deal 8 damage to all frontmost enemies. That seems pretty good, honestly. It's better than our standard attack. Spend 2 favor to restore 25% of the missing force field to the city. That's... Or just restore 6. You know what? No, we'll get some force field here. Because I have a feeling, looking at the cycles, that something's going to happen here. Symbiont attack wave. This wave is composed of symbiont enemies or amphiferous parasites that focus on rot and resilience. Same, dude. Frickin' same. I think bandages is... Then again, gaining more favor. Let's try to get some more favor back. We could have done multiple there, but I clicked through it. Find something else to do. Shore up defenses around the city. Repair defenses. Okay, we're not... Okay. I can prepare defenses to you? Or to the forum? We're going to do it here. Seven favor to learn a new perk. Yo, these are ass? I really don't want any of those. So I guess we just used our chance. Dope. It's a little spookums, not gonna lie. Intending to attack my lantern. That's the barrier that we had previous, and we have 10 health after the fact. Okay, what are you doing? Intend to attack a random unit can't hit the lantern, then it scatters. Okay, so it's literally just 2 separate attacks to 2 random units. Alright. I will take that. Empower this unit. And then inflict bonus stagger on you. Dealing permanent damage to me is not fun. What's your buff? Devour. This enemy gains attack power after each time it attacks. We got a good old goblin knob. Understood. I'm thinking it's one of these. 20 stagger to all enemies. You're exposed, therefore you take full melee damage. We don't want to waste this on you anyways. We really want to do something to you. Barrier intent intends to barrierize, calcifies, no, kill, recycle. You piece, prep us. Okay. Okay, that's good. Oh, there's the airborne right there. I just noticed the wing. And you have 2 armor now. Reduces damage taken. Well, that's not good. I want to firebomb you. Because I don't like your face. And we might as well block up, I guess. It's kind of a pitiful hand. Another disruption wave. You're already exposed. It would almost certainly expose you. Then we'd be able to hit you with a heavy slash. Frick it, we're doing it. Okay, never mind. That was a crit? Reduces armor to 0 and weakens barrier generation. No idea where that came from. But okay. Oh. Were we able to attack this? Is that a weak spot? Wow. Oh, I'm stealing that. So what's the point though? Why would I not attack the nodule for 1.5 damage? I suppose like if this wasn't my best skill, I wouldn't want to do that. But everything else points at like I would obviously want to do that. Let's go ahead and do this, protect ourselves, and then we really do gotta kill this guy in the back though. I wonder if that nodule's gonna go away. God, that's fascinating. It was only one turn. And so now this is going to attack random guard zone unit, can miss if no valid targets. Okay. So if we maneuver out, we're fine. And we did lose access to the nodule. So something like per turn gave us the ability to gain an opening to attack the nodule. Oh. We need... we need... movement. Keck. Oh my god, they're dead. They are dead. Okay. God, I'm fascinated though. We can't empower. Light barrier won't do anything for you. We can deal 8 damage. 8 damage would not even get you to 50%. Alright. Alright, you dead, homeboy. So we might as well go all out. This is what happens when you don't attack the weak spot. Well, that wouldn't have actually have happened anyways. Fascinating. So then this will be disappearing. Is it certain attacks? No. Because they've done that attack, that move, like quite a bit. Let's prep up. This is going to do 4 damage. You do a heck of a ton of damage to us. We need to find a way to actually take care of you. You're going to get 50% barrier. It does not count that into the effect, so you're either going to get 2 or 3. And then we burn you? We're also only adding 3 stagger. Even to the unit that we do full damage to. Oh, because you have stagger resistance. Okay. No, you gained your full barrier. So your tooltip is correct, but if I have some sort of a bonus on me, you're going to deal bonus damage. Rude. 17 damage, dude. When ignored, miasma deals 2 damage to all friendlies. No, thank you. We live. I'm liking this. When ignored, so I technically have to use my shuffle on these, otherwise you're just going to gunk up my hand and I'm going to die. Intriguing. Thankfully we can block this. Prep us. There's another quick shot. And if we can get another quick shot, screw you. Half of that will retain. You're exposed. Wow. Do I auto attack after you heal? You also have a weak spot, but I can't shoot that with the attacks that I have. We're gonna take 6. We're gonna full block, but you're gonna heal first. Oh, we scored a crit. Good stuff. Yes! What do we got? Oh, what's this? City gate bonuses. When fighting at the city gate, this gives +1 stack of empowered. To the lantern. Which of these is the rare? Is this a rare? Yes, that's what that is. And that's basic. Yeah, basic. Apply attack power 2. Ooh. That does use favor, though. I kind of like that this doesn't. Also apply 4 barrier to all friendlies if you are... I really like safety bubble, actually. Air quotes, negotiate with those in the city. Okay, so we've got different types of hirelings that are going to do different things. Teach a unit a new combat card. Oh, about that? We only have 1 unit. Oh, we can still teach you even though you have 0 health. Interesting. Shield Slam. Deal 9 damage plus inflict 9 bonus stagger. And if you're in guard, you apply Dizzy 2. Dizzy receives 1.5x stagger. Oh, for 2 turns. Okay. I'll tussle. Now how do I get my unit back? Draft a new rare unit. Who cares about the consequences? Look at this shit! Guessing Knight's a good frontliner. Zealot's probably also a good frontliner, but notably... less health, more damage. You have baseline armor, and you already have a perk, Juggernaut. Armor also increases the attack power of this unit by the same amount. Is that already in effect? You don't have the ability to armor anybody. Heavy weapon. Auto attacks deal +2 bonus damage. Unit gains dazed 1 if it moves. Why would you want to? Auto attack explodes after hitting, dealing an additional 100% of its damage to all enemies. Oof. Enrage bonus. If your health is under 50%, you get bonus. Dude, there's just bonuses up the wazoo here. You have a taunt. Move a unit to the guard zone and apply fleeting armor. Increased armor, which then increases your attack. Wow. For each Fury Strike played this turn. Add a Fury Strike to the discard pile. Okay, so you've got that sort of ramping scale. Your claw. And it scales with squad size. So I'm guessing that we're going to be able to, like, pump this up at some point. We're going to go with the Knight, though. Always need a thick chungus. Upgrade a lantern card. Choose a lantern card to forget. Why don't we upgrade? What does this do? Imply 2 empowered, 30 bonus stagger, 6 barrier. I'll be honest, I feel good about that. What a business. We're not good at... Oh, it's the character's strength. Welp, we're good at none of those things. This location becomes temporarily unavailable after you make this event choice. Guess that's a low risk, yeah. 7 plus 1. 7 on a +1 is pretty good. And we failed, so we can't talk to you for 4 turns. Beep, beep, beep. Revive a unit with 80% health in 2 cycles? Yes. Bring me my boys back. You go to the market. We can't always miss. Expedition. Okay. Interested citizens, old mentor is interested in this. Caretaker is interested in Super Grub. Let's go to the Super Grub. I don't know how good our knights are going to be by themselves, but they're a rare unit. Do I get to choose who goes? Oh, I do. Don't know why I forgot that I can do that. Look at those thick lads. Armored Advance. Deal 9 damage. chance to stagger. Let's block you a bit. I should have done that in a different way. Oh, so you were only attacking the back line, so we were fine. Gain 1 fleeting armor. Recycle that. We also don't have power for that. Guess that's us. Look at that thick business. With that armor? Oh, man. Just an absolute unit. You will hit 10 in this zone. However, you ain't getting past me, buddy. Should have used that barrier, honestly. I'm wondering if I have to care. But again, might as well apply all the block that we can, because we keep 50% of it. Oh, it's clobbering time. Dream fruit. Okay, that's what we use to heal. That's good. So then we can take... Why is there 2 of you? Oh, that's Ava's Merc. Yeah. We are going to restore health to our Arbalest that he's fighting fit. Because soon we will have to fight another boss. Who wants this? What do you want with it, old man? Upgraded units combat card. I am a big fan of Armored Advance. Fleeting Armor 2. Yeah, that just seems like a good thing to have upgraded. And next cycle. Alright. Yeah, this is kind of neat. With Mythium bound to flesh, the union between man and technology grows even ever stronger. Focus on this melding, unlock their hidden potential. Choose a perk for a unit. Oh! Begins battles in the guard zone. Which is good, because we currently don't have movement for them. Upgrades 2 random cards for the squad into their enhanced variant. Very interesting. This always taunts enemies. Enemies will always attack them if able. Melee only. Woo! I think Quick Guard is where we want to go. Okay, yeah, so those are the upgrade slots. Auto attack becomes a multi-attack. Gain Flurry 1. Buff. Multi-attacks gain extra hits. Also gain Dazed. Gives its auto attack and its card cost increases. Okay, so we prep 1 turn to deal more damage than the next. We need you to gain critical multiplier 2 times? What? Draw a card. Oh. Intriguing. I think we're gonna go with easy trigger. If that's an install that stays, that's good ramp for us. Okay. I mean, I guess. I'm gonna need that focus, and guess we're just sending out another unit. Can send all 3 people for the Super Grub hard battle. Let's get this ancient data log though. I'm trying to keep everybody as fit as possible. That is a giant mosquito? Armored advance. Keep up that advance, my dude. And clobber this guy. Barrier the rest. Intervene. Armored advanced. Blocks for days. Our only attack is clobber, so we can't really do anything about it. So we might as well not redraw. We're not going to use this. We're not going to use this. That's what we're looking for, is our armored advance, because it gives us +1 damage. We are going to take some damage here. Overall, pretty minor. We need damage. That is 9 damage. As in none. Oh man. This is not looking good. You are now exposed, so you are about to get clobbed in the underside. Should have done this first. No. That would have killed him. Oh. Okay. Ancient data log. Choose a miracle card. Permanently gain +1 max redraw. Huh. Well, let's take a look at what these miracle cards are. Yeah, not feeling that. Are those who return truly the same? Dude, same? Restore 9 health to all friendly units. Quick draw consumable. Banish all afflictions from your card pool, then draw 3 cards. Afflictions were definitely balling us last time. We're gonna take the heal, though. DG unit a new combat card. Now, that seemed pretty good. Power Sword, deal 14 damage for free, always able to target weak points. Wait, hold up, what? Oh, it's an X. So it probably burns after we use it, but that seems... Holy moly. Always bet on heads. Damn. Because we're preparing the defenses. Let's see what happens when we go to the forum this time. Improve attack for 1 battle, improve armor for 1 battle. Well, our armor is our attack, so we're going for it. Alright, let's get, you're about to skip your cycle. Yeah, I know. Let's fight the boss and call it a day. Very interesting, though. That's one tall dude. Well, it's easy trigger immediately. It's going to make you do nothing this turn. However, if this stays... Wait, says... Yeah. Oh, multi-attacks gain +1 hits. Oh no! That did nothing! That makes all my cards better that I don't have. Well... Switch a unit zone, bring you in here. What is your stagger? Your stagger's at 60 at the minimum. You are also, next attack is supercharged. What's this bird? Delayed damage intent. This intends to inflict a status that will apply damage later. And it's aimed, intending to attack random target anywhere. Oh no, you auto attack. Okay, so we're good. I don't know if we actually have the ability to do anything extraordinary. So let's not lose our archer to whatever the heck this is. Oh, it's me. Okay. Unmet conditions because you don't have a weak spot. That's the kicker. Oh, I see. This is the 15 damage that was intended to come next turn. We'll take damage immediately after you end this turn. Well, oh boy. That won't do it. Actually, will it? It might. It might. So I have to empower myself for this to gain more barrier to save your life. Understood. Ow. Okay, he's exposed. Armor advance. It's free. Burn that man. Oh, you have different... Okay, stabilize. When destroys... Reduces the stagger threshold. Deadeye reveals target, but does not enhance the effect. Gotcha. Oh my god. And it's also dealing damage to you. But that weak spot itself is getting low. Now, do we auto-attack weak spots? Looks like we attacked the weak spot itself, not any of these things here. But you're still here for a turn. You arrived one turn too late, my dude. Intervene. Game provoke. Just need to do 2 damage here, so let's go ahead and just plink it. We're actually quite fine there. Let's... What is this? Wide area. All targets within its valid range. Which is everyone. Apply barrier to ourselves. Prep up. Oh, it's still here? Let's go. You mean unmet condition? Empowered required. Okay. Understood. All right. Oh, should have done that the other way. Oh my god. That was silly. Just want to make sure we don't get caught. Good thing we blocked. Alright. Will attack me. I say nay. Armored advanced. It's at least going to give us auto attack damage. We might make this, but it's going to be very rough. It basically stands on if we can get this next stagger or not. Well, that's unfortunate. We got this. It was close. Very close. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Definitely a pretty good vertical slice of the game. I would say that the types of units, types of starts, types of bosses, it does tell you ahead of time what types of waves and bosses that you're coming up against, so you can prepare accordingly. So boss knowledge becomes like better to have. You always like to have that in a game like this, especially with random variants or random variables involved. I did like the unit like idea, and especially shuffling them all into the same deck. It felt I could definitely see some units like wanting to get rid of a lot of their cards and be more specialized, so that anytime that you draw a card from them, they draw their cards more often, and then it's their best cards. Um, as far as like why don't you get rid of your repositions, that's a good question. We didn't notice any enemies that provided knockback, and one of the reasons is because, well, there is heavy damage that hits the front lane, so then you would want to retreat, and then you'd need to get back in there, but I don't know. It wasn't feasible to usually block that damage. Otherwise, you gotta wait till somebody else draws a reposition. So I suppose the reason why you have repositions is that they can be used on anybody. But then, do you really need everybody to have one? Very interesting. Descend to the next biome? I don't think that that's going to happen. So then there's 4 different oh, wow. Wow. Okay. I was actually not expecting a second half of the game to be here. Anyways, we've already been here for 1.5 hours. Hopefully that was good to show you guys as we descend, and if you want to include it to your wish list or not. I'm definitely still hyped about it. Not salty that I didn't get into the beta. You're salty. Anyways, if you have any feedback for me, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put those down in the comments below. Until next time, we'll catch you guys around.